Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is leg day today. I'm going to be doing my usual squat workout. I actually gained 4 subscribers just over the past few days, so thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I've had a lot going on past few days, week or so. I actually just got moved into a new apartment, and as you can tell, I've been filming these last few videos just off my phone. I know it's not the best quality, but I've been trying to maintain the quality as much as possible. I would say I'm a very artistic person, so that's something that's like real important to me. Is like I want my videos to be as high quality as possible that I can. And I know it's like a learning process still for me. You know, I'm learning as I go along as far as like the editing and everything goes, but I try to make it like as cool and entertaining as possible. Like I said, it's a growing process for me, so I can only get better and better, learning everything, learning new tricks, learning all that stuff. But there's something else I've noticed is like I want to be able to connect a lot more personally with you guys, because you're not just watching it for cool workout footage, you're watching it for me. You know what I mean? That's not me trying to be egotistical with that, but it's like you are legitimately coming back and watching because of me. You want to see how I'm doing. So hopefully like these next videos, try to like open up more like personally, like about my life or like what's going on in my life. Maybe like do a day in the life of kind of video. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. I've got 3 sets of 3 to 5. I will be going for a PR today, a rep PR. I'm aiming to hit 385. Most I've hit for 5 reps is 365. So this will be the 20-pound PR, which is a big jump, but I'm prepared for it. I'm excited to go for it. I definitely think I've got it in the bag. So with that said, I'm gonna get into it. Yeah. Woo! All right, spent like the past 15 minutes trying to find an angle to set the camera at so you can see me talk. All right, so I'm back home now. It's kind of like this, why I'm kind of talking quiet. So I'm just gonna be kind of talking to you guys while I'm eating my evening meal, post-workout. So I know I said at the beginning of the video I was only gonna be trying to go for 385. That was what I was scheduled to hit, and even that would have been a 20-pound PR, just from like 3 weeks ago. And it just felt so easy. I was like, okay, you know what? Judging my body, I'm gonna go for more. So I went for the 405 for 5, and I crushed it. It felt really good. Didn't even feel like I was straining myself too much. What happened was, right after I walked away, I went to go get my camera. My phone was like, my battery was really low. and I walked over to shut the camera off, and my phone died, and I was like, oh shit. So I didn't even know if the video had saved or not. Thankfully it did when the phone died. I don't know how it does that, but it did. I went ahead and just finished up my workout. I didn't do too much else. All I did was I just did a crazy superset with leg extensions and hamstring curls. I just did 3 sets of 20, and I will say it was probably the best leg pump of my life. The burn was just absolutely crazy. So I think that may be just something I think that's gonna be something I incorporate like in every leg workout from now on, or just no rest in between. Because like just my squats, just the 3 sets of, I was supposed to do 3 sets of 3 to 5, and then there were several other movements I was supposed to do, which I'll still get to those later in the week. But for today, like, that was fine. That was plenty enough volume for me. Just going from the squats, the heavy squats, and then going into some high volume, just the superset of the 3 sets of 20. And by when I say 3 sets of 20, on that 20th rep, I mean like you're like struggling, like failing on that 20th rep. This isn't just like you're pumping them out. Like this is like really, really intense. And my legs were fried. Like I could barely walk out of the gym when I was done. I forgot until I got home and I was checking on my phone. Today was actually Dallas McCarver's birthday, and I believe he would have been 29. As you may know, Dallas died back in 2017. It was really hard on me at the time. Dallas was one of the original and like biggest inspirations for me lifting when I was a young teenager. I remember when I was like, I believe I was like 14, maybe even younger, like 13, 14, and I saw him in a like Men's Health or a Men's Fitness magazine. It was like an ad. This was when he was with BSN, and this was actually before, like he was like an up and coming star at this point, but this was before he had even reached like the mass monster status that he got to. Like this was way before that. Like he still looked great, but like you could tell he was still a young up and coming bodybuilder. I remember seeing that, I was just like, and you understand, like this is just me like just getting into it. Like I'm looking at a dumb freaking Men's Health magazine, you know what I mean? And I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was just blown away, and I was like, that's what I want to look like. I remember like being just like young and like looking and watching like as many of like his motivational videos or workout videos that I could. Like he was just one of my biggest inspirations, and I really love his style of training. Like he had that really huge mass monster physique, but he trained really, really heavy, and he was very, very strong as well. And like me, like I may not want to get to like the level of mass monster, at least like not right away, but I really loved how intense and just balls to the wall, all out, how hard he trained. Like I mean, he was one of the hardest working guys ever, and honestly that's kind of what led to his death at such a young age, is because he was so intense and so all out. So it's really sad, but I think I was just thinking about it, I was like, I don't know, like maybe I got some strength from him for those squats, because I was not expecting to squat 405 for 5 today, but it just felt super easy. So I don't know, maybe his presence was there with me. Yeah guys, so tomorrow is Friday. I've got back on the schedule, back and shoulders, so I'm gonna do those with Judah, because he's actually got back and shoulders on his schedule as well. So I really like that when like we'll train together often, but occasionally like our programs will match up, and we'll do the same movements on the same day. A little bit about Judah, because I haven't really explained like who he is much at all. Judah I've known for close to 2 years now, actually longer than that, a lot longer than that, but I've trained with him for close to 2 years now, and he's gotten so much bigger than even just when I first started training with him. But when I first turned 18, like the day I moved out, because I moved out of my parents' house when I turned 18, that day I went and hit like a 4 hour arm workout with him and another really close friend of mine, and ever since then it's just been like no turning back. So, and he's remains to this day like one of my best friends. He's been with me through a lot of stuff. So he's not just like a really awesome training partner, but he's actually a really personal close friend of mine. And he's helped me in just so many ways, just like as a mentor, and I
I mean, lifting, everything, like I said, being there for me during some really hard times as well, helping me out. But that's who Judah is. Judah's actually a few years older than me. Judah has been training for, I think, close to 5 or 6 years now. As you can see, he has a really, really, I call him a mass monster because he honestly is. And I think he's currently sitting at about 268 as far as weight goes, and he's 6'3". Like you see, like he looks a lot bigger than me. Like I'm not like a terribly small guy. I'm about 5'11", but he dwarfs me because of how tall he is and how much weight he carries on his frame. I mean, he's a massive, massive dude. One of the hardest working guys I know. So it's always fun when I get to collab with him. I'm gonna finish eating my food here. Just kind of relax. Try to stretch out. I've noticed my back and hamstrings have been really tight lately, so I need to focus on like I'm adding a lot more muscle and density and mass there. So I feel like with that new muscle, I need to make sure I'm really, really stretching it out and getting that flexibility in there, which also prevents injury and many other things. And flexibility makes you stronger in the meantime as well. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, appreciate you for listening to me ramble while I'm eating here. Hopefully I can do this more often where I'm just like being personal with you guys and talking, a little, being myself more in these videos. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.